Hello, this is Tom Cloud with the bi-weekly update for FTM. Don't even know where to start, but I'm only going to concentrate on two things today with this market where it is. And certainly with the coronavirus, we're in times we've never had in the world to see cities of 7 to 12 million, nobody on the streets, everybody in quarantine around the world, jobs losing, money being printed at unprecedented rates around the world, especially the U.S., printing trillions of dollars, not billions, devaluing the dollar, but they say they have to do it to save people from going bankrupt and losing jobs, and I understand that. But you're going to be the winner in the end, and the end's not too far away. But let me get to the two most pressing questions. Today, the gold-silver ratio hit 124 to 1. Here we've had people, when it got to 100, we thought that was unprecedented. But now we see that gold is money. Silver is still an industrial metal, and because of what's going on with the coronavirus, people are saying, well, it may slow the economy, may put it in depression, therefore demand for silver will slow down, and certainly that might be true in the industrial world. But this is when the investor kicks in. We'll give you two examples, and you can figure it out for your own. 1977, my second year in this business, I started this company in 1976. Silver was at $3.50. Within 3 years, the Hunt brothers, inflation, Jimmy Carter, double-digit interest rates, double-digit mortgage rates, had gone into mid-15% for bonds. It was unbelievable. The price of silver went from $3 and something to $50, 16 times gain. Then of course it dropped way down. Fast forward, financial crisis, 2008, silver comes down to $9. What happens after that? In 4 years, through printing of money by the government, putting this country in trillions and trillions of debt that can never be repaid, the only thing hanging on now is that we're still respected in some parts of the world. So now silver goes down to $12 today, March 18th. It's an all-out quadruple bottom buy signal at 1180. It's now right at $12 as I record this, 20 cents off of the 1180, what I believe to be the bottom. And then you look over and gold sitting there at 1490 something, slightly below where the year started. When the markets opened this morning, gold was the only investment that was up for the year. I'm not talking about an isolated stock, indices, only one. Now it's slightly below. And it has 124 times more expensive than silver. So people say, do I buy money, which is gold? Will the Chinese have a gold-backed currency by June, or will it be March? Sometime between June this year and March next year. What will it do to the gold market? It'll send it up high, a lot higher than it is now. I can't tell you for sure when it's going to happen, but we're trying to kick around China, and they're getting ready to kick us right back. Except the kicking they're going to give us is going to be the changing of power worldwide economically. No, I'm not crazy. Just listen to me and put a small adjustment of your portfolio into that, because China will have some kind of gold currency between now and the end of 2021 at the latest. And if you're a ratio buyer, you better be buying every ounce of silver you can get your hands on, because it is unbelievable. I was talking to some wholesalers today, and they said, Tom, we've cut off almost all brokers. You're one of the few people that have the respect and the credit to keep giving orders. Yes, the premiums have gone up. But if silver's gone down $4 and the premiums have gone up $1, you're still much better than you were 3 weeks ago. So I'm not going to apologize, because we don't get any of it. We're not making any more than we've made on any sale we've made to you, because all we're doing is passing what we're paying for it along to you, the end customer. But at least we can still get it. So you've got to make a decision. Do you buy now when Silver's at almost a no risk after a $4 drop, and the same for gold. Gold's gone from 1650 back to right under 1500, not near as much as silver. That's the reason the ratio has changed so dramatically. To get into talking about the coronavirus, talking about people laying off, talking about silver being industrial metal, talking about how shorts drove the prices down last week, how some of the Wall Street firms made tens of millions of dollars off of weak hands holding silver. Now they're buying it. They're buying it after they ran it out of your hands and got you to liquidate it. So you just have to realize that this is the next big move. This is it. It's here. Now, once again, it's not going to be tomorrow, the next day, or next month. But the 1180 bottom today was a gift from God. I really believe that. And gold, to go back from 1650 to where it opened the year, it's $5, $8 below. It is money for the future. The world has changed. The US dollar is absolutely history. I'm not saying they did the wrong thing, giving quantitative easing, where they end up giving every American $1,000, $700, pay their rent. IRS gives you 3 more months on your taxes. Yes, these are things that need to be done. I'm not saying it's not, but you're going to pay the piper. And I've told you many times on this show, go to the federaldebt.org and look at the deficit that we are running. We're talking about $1 trillion creating out thin air right now after $500 billion last week. We're talking about incredible amounts of money being created. And yes, the dollar will suffer, and eventually we will have inflation. There's no inflation right now. Nobody's got anything to spend based on what's going on with the coronavirus. They can't even get out of their rooms. I could start telling you stories about preachers calling me, people in the mission field, people locked in hotel rooms for 3.5 weeks in Italy. I've been working 13 hours a day for you and for me, and because it's the right thing to do. But let me tell you, you're never going to have a better opportunity in gold and silver the rest of your life. And I'm not promising it's going to jump next week. I'm not going to promise you it can't go down a little bit lower. But I can tell you, it's not available in the wholesale market unless you've got a lot of connections. And thank you, Lord, for 44 years of treating people right. Both you, the customer, and the wholesalers. Never have a run-in with a wholesaler. Not once. Not once. If we had a disagreement, we worked it out quickly. So the ball's in your court. Do you want paper in your thing, or do you want real money? I'm not going to get into the banking crisis that may be headed our way. I'm not going to say may, it is headed our way. If you're scared about big lumps of money in the bank, you should be. You should be very worried about it, because we won't get into bail-ins and who owns your money. We've been through that, and we can go through it again at a future time. But I want to hit hard what all the questions are about, the ratios, where does it go from here, has it bottomed, and I've answered those questions today. So we'll pick up in 2 weeks and have more answers for you, and hopefully talk about some of these things. Keep the questions coming. I had over 50 questions this time, the most I've ever had by far. You can email me at tgcloud@bellsouth.net. If you're not getting our mailing list, you need to sign up for it through FTM Daily, and you'll always get free shipping on any orders that you do with us. You came through this show. So if you want to put money into a self-directed IRA, we have the IRA business going crazy, because people coming out of 401ks are making 2 IRAs, one for stocks and bonds and one for precious metals, self-directed precious metals. We can be your representative. We can be your broker. We cannot be your custodian, but we'll help you get a good custodian. You can reach us at 800-247-2812. That's 800-247-2812. With this bi-weekly precious metals update, this is Tom Cloud signing out.